The Ugly Duckling. Hello, and welcome to Relax and Unwind Tales. Tonight, we'll take a journey into the serene countryside to hear the story of a little duckling who felt out of place but found his way to happiness. This is the timeless tale of The Ugly Duckling by Hans Christian Andersen. Settle in, close your eyes, and let the gentle story guide you into a world of peace and beauty. Once upon a time, in the warm glow of summer, a mother duck sat patiently on her nest, waiting for her eggs to hatch. One by one, the eggs cracked open, and out tumbled fluffy yellow ducklings, chirping and full of life. But one egg, the largest of them all, had not yet hatched. The mother duck waited and waited, and at last, the big egg began to crack. Out came a duckling, but he was different. His feathers were gray and messy, and he didn't quite look like his siblings. The other ducklings whispered among themselves, "He looks so strange." Despite their words, the mother duck loved him all the same. She said gently, "He may not look like the others, but he is still my child." But the farmyard was not so kind. The animals teased the little duckling relentlessly. The hens clucked and the geese honked, calling him ugly and telling him he didn't belong. Even his siblings turned away from him. The little duckling felt lonely and sad. One day, he decided to leave. He waddled away from the noisy farmyard and set off into the quiet countryside. As the duckling wandered, he found himself by a peaceful pond. The cool water shimmered in the sunlight, and soft reeds swayed gently in the breeze. He swam quietly, feeling the calm of the water around him, but still, the other birds teased him whenever they saw him. The seasons changed, and summer turned to autumn. The days grew shorter, and the air became crisp. One evening, as the duckling rested by a large lake, he looked up and saw a flock of the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. They were swans, gliding gracefully across the sky with their long necks and snowy white feathers. The duckling felt a deep longing in his heart. "How I wish I could be like them," he thought. Winter came, blanketing the world in snow and ice. The duckling faced many hardships, shivering in the cold and searching for food. But as spring returned, the world came back to life, and so did hope in the little duckling's heart. One day, he saw his reflection in the water. But what he saw made him blink in surprise. The gray, awkward duckling was gone. In his place was a magnificent swan with gleaming white feathers and a graceful neck. The other swans swam over to him, welcoming him into their flock. He realized then that he had always been a swan, but it had taken time for him to grow into who he was meant to be. The duckling, now a beautiful swan, spread his wings and soared into the sky with his new family. He felt a peace and joy he had never known before, knowing he had finally found where he belonged. And so, the little duckling's journey teaches us a gentle truth: sometimes, it takes time to grow into who we truly are, and the world will shine brighter when we find where we belong.